One, two, three. Good job, friend. Oh. It's been a while.
It's crispy.
It's been a while. What's up, guys? I'm Kyle.
I'm Kane.
And we are the KB. That was all right.
I never do that.
We're kind of rusty. It's been a minute. But here you are on another episode of our little show on YouTube we call The KB Breakdown. And we're back with an interesting scenario here today. It's a song that we wrote, and it's been refreshed, and we call it In a Spin. You wrote this song for the most part, so tell us what happened, dude. What's going on?
Okay. Well, I warned you before this that how it happened is very pretentious. I was meditating, and the line "my head is in a spin" popped into my head, and I had my laptop open, like I was gonna write after doing this, like it was like a plan, you know. And that line popped into my head. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me mess with that. And so I had that line, and then I made the drums. I wanted to do almost like a disco drum beat. And so then I put the drums and the bass together, and then I put that line on top of it, and that's how it started.
Is it one of those that, like, that first line hits, and then the rest of it just, like, vomits out of you?
Yeah, it was like a 20-minute kind of situation.
Yeah, those always feel, like, very promising.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I heard it. I was still at grandma's, and you came into my room, and you're like, I wrote this really cool song. I want you to listen to it, and played it on your little laptop, and I was like, oh damn, like it's just one of those songs that's like it doesn't have to do much to like get you hooked.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know, that drum beat is just very solid, and the melody on top of it just feels like it's been there forever.
Yeah, it almost has like a I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it seems super obvious, I guess.
Yeah. You were still living at mom's house, and I think you played it for her before you played it for me. Because I vividly remember her mentioning to me how she's like, the new song is cool. Like, what new
really?
song? And she was like, the one, it's kind of dancey or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
She explained it. And I was like, I don't remember releasing a song the other day.
Right.
But since it came out initially, whenever we play it, everyone thought it was cool. I remember when we would play acoustic gigs at Finn's in Findlay. Our cousin was the head chef, and I guess he told us that the day it came out, or the week it came out, they were playing it in the kitchen.
Oh, really?
While they were yeah, he had it on the speakers in there.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's always had a cool space, and it was kind of right when right after our first EP as a duo. It was like the first thing.
Yeah.
And I remember we released it initially and played a show that night, and that was just really exciting to be able to play that.
Yeah, and it's fun live because it's really easy.
Yeah.
And you can it's always like if a set is going bad, usually after that song it's going good. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good turning point, and
Yeah, you can't
just a
not
fun time.
You can't not vibe with it like a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But let's go through some of maybe start with the drums, because that's kind of the first thing that got created. I think it was your idea to have them kind of fade in like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when
It's just your classic like disco
Yeah, it's nothing like you didn't reinvent the wheel or anything. It's just like solid, you know?
Then the bass on top of it. A fifth grader could play that. And add some chords on top.
I mean, that line is just like easy.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you don't have to think about it too much. Like, you don't have to explain what this means. Like, it's just like, you feel a little wonky. That's what we should have named the song.
Wonky.
Feel a little wonky.
Yeah, opportunity missed.
You should have asked me, dude. I mean, it's the chorus. Like, this is
basically
it. Like, we don't go like, my head is in a spin, baby, baby.
Should have done that too.
Yeah.
Then the drums get a little more busy right here, like more layers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Sick.
Then the verse is like when it goes into the verse after this, it's super simple. Just like the beginning.
Yeah, I like how it goes into it though. It like holds you there for a second.
And just like bass and vocal pretty much.
Not pretty much.
Yeah. Then some piano.
And when we re-recorded it, we wanted to add some little things, and we thought of this part. Then we add some more percussion in here.
It's literally a loop from Logic. Both of them are. They're just pre-made loops. Like, it's nothing that we made. I just found like good loops.
But I feel like the looping, like the actual looping sound kind of lends itself to the song.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very technical and like,
Yeah.
it's like electronic all the way through, except for the bass, I feel like. When you write a song, record a song, and then put the song out, it's one version of it. And then when you start playing it live at shows over and over and over, and it becomes muscle memory, then you start like improvising, and then the improvisation becomes a muscle memory thing.
Yeah.
So like it gives as a musician, gives you new context to what the song is.
Yeah.
So then, like, for instance, this part in the verse where it has this weird little effect. It's just like a little thing, but like... Because I think what you were doing when you recorded the bass was you added these little licks in there that you played like when we were doing it live.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes at practice as a joke.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would like do something stupid.
Like we'll be in the basement. Like we practice and like
we work hard. Okay?
We work hard, but we also are like fucking around a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of that you added like licks in there, and I think we nixed some of the licks.
Yeah, there were a lot more.
He was just like going crazy, and I had to reel him in a little bit.
Yeah, and I definitely thought you were wrong I just went along with it. But now listening to it, I realize if I would have put all that stuff in there, it would have just been like obnoxious, you know?
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
But then it was like the lick was there, and then that made something happen in my head where I was like, how do I play into that?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we started playing this version live, we added another visual element to our live show, and that new part that came from us playing live impacted the new live shows. So it's like it's a weird, like ever evolving thing, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So the bridge, the lyric is "Can I slow it down?" and we just say that 4 times.
Yep.
So what we did was make the drums literally go half time, so it feels like it's slowing down. Some cool bass stuff in here. Selfishly.
Jeez.
Yeah. And there's cool vocals here, like those background vocals. It's in the brown right there. So that's both of us, we're singing harmonies together, and then it's like a bunch of reverb, like as much as you can get basically, and auto-tuned like crazy. So it doesn't really sound that much like a vocal, but that was a part that you added. It just adds like a little bit of stuff to it.
And then we're back in the damn thing. And now the tempo is up just slightly. Which I think, now that I think about it, like after the slow it down, that also kind of makes it make more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just up like 2 beats a minute. And it doesn't feel like much, but I think it makes it seem slightly more energetic. And I got that trick from watching a video of Coldplay's drummer talking to like college students at a music school. And whatever song he was talking about, he said every time that the chorus hit, the tempo went up like literally 0.1 BPM or something, like just at the choruses. So it's like you can barely feel it, but it's just enough to make it seem a little more alive.
Yeah.
And I wanted that section. It just felt like it was losing momentum because that had already happened a couple times.
Yeah.
And then all I did was bump it up, and as soon as I did that, it instantly felt like bigger, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I feel like since we initially recorded, we got a lot better at doing stuff like in the files and like recording actually and like mixing and mastering. And a lot of it is like the drama of like going dead silent at certain spots.
Yeah.
Whereas like before you could kind of hear like an echo like still sitting around. And so like the very end, it's a lot more dramatic. It's moving once again. Like just dead. We're done.
Yeah.
You know, like I think before it was a little leaky at the end there. Mm-hmm. When I put the post out, I didn't know how to like phrase it that we're putting out like a fresh version of this song. But the more I thought about it, I was like, everyone who like sees us play it at a show, they were like, I really like that one. It was like cool, and I was like, I guess it's like our own little banger.
Yeah.
And we made it more bangery.
Yeah.
That's how I posted about it when we were coming out with the new one. So
is that a word?
Nope.
No, I feel like the thing you're saying about little details and stuff, it's really easy when you start getting towards the end of finishing a song. You've been working on it a lot, and especially one that we've played for a while, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, oh, it's not worth it. Like, that's close enough, you know? And then it's always like, no, let's do it. And then when you finally like listen to the final product and you hear all those little details and stuff, it makes the song so much better.
Yeah.
And it makes it better live too. It makes it more exciting to play, and yeah, it's one of those songs we don't have any other ones like it. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, it's always I don't know, I feel confident playing that song.
Yeah.
That's the best way for me to, like you said, if a live show feels kind of shaky and like the crowd feels like they don't know about you,
Mm-hmm.
it's the easiest like buy-in song.
Yeah, it's like the song that you play and people that weren't listening might walk in.
Yeah.
You know, if they're on the other side of the bar or something. Because we've definitely had songs in the past where we start playing it and people leave.
Yes, that's very easy to.
And I remember one time
happen.
there was a song that I wrote that I was like, dude, this is the song, you know? And it wasn't. It was like every time we'd play it, like 3 or 4 people would like leave, and eventually we took it out of the set and replaced it with something else, and then people wouldn't leave anymore.
I liked that.
The song was cool, like to listen to, but some songs just aren't good live.
Right? Yeah, it'd be good like on an album maybe, but like I think we tried to make it energetic, and it's not.
Yeah.
That.
But yeah, this song's definitely like one of our favorites, and yeah, that's all I have to say about it, really.
Yep. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's good? Do you think it sucks? You know, no. Let us know what you think. Keep listening to it if you like it. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. Also, if you like this video, comment and tell us what's your favorite part of this video. What are you most interested by in these breakdowns? We want to know so we can make them a little better and talk about it more.
One thing I realized this whole video about myself is the whole time I've just been staring at you because of like how we're positioned.
We're very close.
Where you're like looking that way, and so the whole video is probably gonna be me just like.
That's the thumbnail. I gotta work on the feng shui of it all here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not comfortable right now, and you look really comfortable.
I'm very comfortable.
I feel like I want to be in a corner, but anyway, yeah. If you guys like this video, like it on YouTube, and
Please
send it to your friend if they're kind of a music junkie. We're just trying to sit here and talk some cool shit about some cool music. Yeah, thanks for watching. This has been another edition of the KB Breakdown. My name's Kyle.
My name's Kane.
And we're still
the
KB. Have a goodie.
Cheers.
And cheers, my boy. Oh, and subscribe. Bye.
Cool.